I'm actually shy, but nobody knows.
Yeah, what a shy person.
I'm a closeted shy person.
Closeted shy person.
Closeted
Nice.
shy person who brings out an album per year, is it?
Yeah, because I'm so shy.
You let the album do the speaking for you.
Exactly.
I see.
It's a good outlet for an introvert.
Are you an introvert?
Sometimes. But I can also be very extroverted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should be. I mean, introvert and extrovert usually doesn't mean if you're outgoing or not outgoing. It usually means whatever recharges your battery. Originally, it's
Okay.
if you have a social battery, and or like quote unquote a battery, and either being alone recharges it, or being with other people recharges it. So you need social contact or you need alone time. Whatever it is, that means you're an introvert or extrovert.
That also sounds black and white to me. I feel like there are times that I could be recharged by being around people that I love, and I can be recharged by being alone and away from everybody that I don't want to fucking see.
It's a spectrum.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it is a spectrum.
How is it called when food recharges you?
Metabolism.
Metabolism, yeah. Or
Gastronomically challenged.
or
I think that just means gassy.
Could be.
over-sugared.
Just how I like my donuts.
I need my coffee. On the topic on coffee, I drank way too much coffee on Saturday.
Did you?
Okay.
I think I drank like
that was the answer to
7
the
or
first
8.
question already. Tea or coffee?
See? What a segue.
Nicely done.
So he's actually answering my questions. He drank too much coffee on Saturday.
I did.
So what's your favorite comfort food?
That is extroverted, very extroverted.
Not coffee beans.
Chocolate covered or no?
That is fair.
I mean, they're not bad. It's not something I would want to eat every day.
What?
Chocolate covered coffee beans.
Ooh.
I recently infused alcohol with coffee, but I used way too much. But that had like a punch to it because I miss Buckfast, which is like a British drink, which is high caffeine and alcohol. So you drink it and you can go for the rest of the night after like one sip. And I really miss that because it tastes really good and it wakes you up.
Okay.
But you can't get it here for some EU
bad.
regulation reason.
I was going to say, it's probably somewhere on the German no-go list for drugs. and
It would be
alcohol.
nice to have it right now, actually, to wake up again.
There you go.
It's usually my nap time, 4 o'clock.
But so was Fireball, right? And they changed the recipe.
Really?
Yeah, because Fireball originally was made with anti-frost liquids. The original
Whoa.
recipe. Because it was made in Canada and they had to like make it where it doesn't freeze.
Leave it to the Canadians
So
again.
it wasn't high alcoholic enough. They added like the anti-freezing ingredient. And that's not allowed in EU regulations. So they
It's
had
not
to change.
allowed at all. You can go blind.
Yeah, so they changed the recipe so they were able to legally sell in the EU. Because I still had an old bottle which I imported illegally.
Okay. But anti-freezing would be great for all kinds of weddings or right? Couples in general.
I feel like
Anti-freezing.
any German party where you're playing music and expecting people to dance, that's where it would be great to have anti-freeze.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. Actually, guys, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's time to dance because
Right.
you're going to be leaving in 30 minutes.
I think any alcohol of a certain percentage can do that.
For sure. Enough of it.
I think I have like Stro 80 somewhere, which is like 80%. I think
Wait.
that does it.
You've been
Probably.
to Romania, right, Brian?
I've been to
Have
Romania.
you seen Mona? The
Mona?
blue alcohol thingy that you use to disinfect thing?
I might have. I
With
mean,
a
that sounds
nurse
like something
on
I
it?
might be able to black out.
With a nurse picture on it. You know what they do with that? To filter out the blue color and to be able to drink that because it's very cheap alcohol, they pour it through bread.
Oh, okay. I
And
mean,
then
bread seems like a
sometimes
filter.
on the streets you'd see blue pieces of bread. It's been filtered.
Huh.
Yeah.
So if you ran around eating that bread, like pigeons might, you're going to get pretty wasted.
Well, no, you
And
become
blind.
a Smurf. I think that's how Smurfs are born.
Nice. Are there Smurfs like the pigeons that transform as a result of eating the bread, or is that just the alcohol and the people that are drinking
It's
it?
like the chicken and the egg question. I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, chicken or the bread.
Chicken and the bread.
Chicken and the
I
bread.
think it's called Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Nice. So, folks, shall we get this party started?
Yay.
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 All right.
Sure.
Greetings, persons of quality, and welcome back to this another episode of Anglisten Assemble. And here today with me, as always, Leon. How are you doing today, Leon?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. Thanks for asking. And also with us, as always, is Kate. How's everything going, Kate?
Oh, great. How are you?
Over the last 5 seconds, I think I've managed to maintain excellent.
Okay, cool.
And today with us, we have our special guest. I don't know what title to use here. We've got poet, musician, professor, doctor, director of Callus. We've got so many different things we could say. Wilfried Raussert, welcome to the pod.
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to be here with you, three persons of quality, right? So I look forward to your questions and hopefully you have answers.
We'll find out. I mean, we do have some questions, including a secret question that was not on our list. So watch out. It's coming. But who would like to start us off today with our molasses round of questions?
Since I'm apparently the coffee expert, I'll ask tea or coffee?
Definitely coffee.
Yes.
I need my coffee in the morning, right? A morning without coffee is no morning at all.
Oh. Anything going into that coffee?
Actually, no. No sugar, no milk, no nothing. So it's just black coffee, right?
It's really nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Wow.
I used to love coffee actually with milk and sugar
Yeah.
years ago.
What happened?
Well, I got cancer, I had a surgery, and after that I decided no more sugar,
Okay.
or
good.
less sugar at least.
What
right?
about milk? I mean, you still can have milk.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
Okay.
So I'm fine. I'm fine
Not
right now.
judging. Not
Yeah.
judging, but
Judging, not judging.
judging, not judging. I'm sorry.
When I mean, still eat sugar, right, in a sense,
Yeah.
but I try to avoid it in coffee. And by
Okay.
now I really love black coffee.
Wait, would you go for coffee crema or would you go for the pot coffee?
Coffee crema would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's less sour, right?
Yeah.
If you take it,
Yeah.
neat. Okay. All right. Good. On to the next question.
Please.
Should I? Okay. Do you have a favorite comfort food?
Now I'm contradicting myself.
Sugar all the way.
Starting already.
Because actually, it used to be gummy bears.
Okay.
Right, it used to be gummy bears. I mean, I could just eat them by the kilo, right? But nowadays, I think it's more fruits. So actually, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, you can bury me
Okay.
if you like.
Buried in berries.
You talked about gummy bears. Any specific kind or just the
Oh,
plain
yeah.
Haribos?
Which color then it gets eaten
Yeah.
first might be a good question there.
Actually, I really like the sour ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's kind of a mixture of sweet and sour. I think it's just like life, and that's what I like about the gummy bears, sweet and sour.
That's so poetic already.
Do you still eat them from time to time?
Actually, I started eating them again. I stopped eating them after my surgery, but that's been 5 years ago now. And so occasionally I give myself the treat of, let's say, 4 or 5 a day, but that's maximum.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I used to like them a lot, but they changed the recipe where they're not as like gummy-y, right?
Okay.
And I just don't like them anymore.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I guess that leaves more for Willie.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, the next question is a little unfair to ask any professor of literature. And so I'm just going to jump right in and say you don't have to answer with one, but do you have a favorite book or a top list of books that you have called favorite at some point?
Actually, I cannot limit myself to one, but one of my favorite books, and I just read that last week, is by Percival Everett. It's called James. Percival Everett is an African-American writer, and James is a novel really kind of signifying on Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. But the novel is told through the voice of the runaway slave, Jim or James. And it's a book, it's full of a sense of humor, of irony, but it also raises huge ethical questions, especially towards the end of the book. And it's been a fantastic read. I can just recommend that. And if you had asked me 10 years ago, I would have suggested probably Edwidge Danticat's Brother, I'm Dying, about migration patterns between Haiti and the US, how it feels to live in a diaspora, how it feels to kind of retell the story of your family, the family that's kind of divided into different kind of countries, cities, and all of that. And what I love about both books, in a sense, is this kind of straightforward language in which they kind of really express complex emotional and intellectual issues. And if you go further back into my younger days, it would be Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man as one of the books. And still earlier, I was a big fan of the French kind of existentialist philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus. So that's basically a bit of a range of books that I grew up with. So in different times, different books, but I still love reading.
Well, I mean, you mentioned the French existentialists here. I want to dig a little bit. What got you into reading French existentialism at a young age? It seems like a pretty big leap from, I don't know, just hanging out in high school and then all of a sudden, I'm going to hang out with Camus for a while.
Well, actually, it started out in the small village where I grew up in southern Germany. We had a drama group, a theater group.
Oh, okay.
And we did some performances of plays written by Swiss-German authors, Max Frisch and Friedrich Dürrenmatt. And somehow I heard some of them talking about the French existentialists, and that's how I started reading them. And I was also studying French in high school, right? So I had an access to French as well. And I think as a young person, I guess you're kind of trying to find your way in life. And simply the idea of the existentialists that you are thrown into the world, you're thrown into chaos, and that you have to create your own self and your own kind of role in life was kind of inspiring and challenging.
For sure. I think we can all agree. Being thrown into life is not an easy thing. Trying to figure it out, also not easy. Fair enough.
And there aren't always gummy bears around, right?
Well, you know, got that pleasure-pain thing. We can go on into other psychological issues beyond existentialism. And gummy bears are certainly one of those things that I think make life more worth living.
Definitely. Definitely.
Cool. All right.
Maybe not necessarily an easier question, but do you have a favorite movie?
Again, you ask kind of difficult questions here.
The hard-hitting stuff.
Actually, one movie that comes to mind is Woody Allen's Selig. It's kind of a mock documentary. I think it's from 1983. It's a black and white film. And it's about a chameleon-like figure, Selig. And this figure actually, it's in the 1920s in New York, right? So when he's in Chinatown, he becomes Chinese, right? Literally Chinese. He speaks Chinese, he looks Chinese. When he moves to Harlem, he suddenly looks African American, right? He speaks black vernacular. When he's among the Jewish people in New York, he looks like a rabbi and he speaks Yiddish. And it's really kind of a take on assimilation, on identity politics, on racism and exclusion. And it also deals with all the fascist rhetoric, also in Europe, Germany at the time. It's hilarious, and as always in Woody Allen's films, to have that he falls in love, Selig, the character, with his female therapist, right? So there's this story.
Okay.
We wouldn't miss out on that. So that's one of my favorite films still. I really just love this take on identity politics in the film. And another film that I kind of keeps following me ever since childhood is Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times, right, from 1936. I just love the way kind of he tackles the issue of modernization and technology, and just these factory scenes in which he kind of gets eaten up in the wheels of the factory machines. And finally, this kind of romantic escapist ending when he walks with his love on a deserted American highway, turning his back on civilization and technology, walking into the openness. These are kind of films I still like, and sometimes I use them actually in seminars as well.
Okay. Kate, Leon, I'm not sure how many comedies we've had mentioned as favorite movies thus far.
Not that many.
I'm digging the comedy genre here, getting some action at least. Very nice.
And I've been through a phase when I've been watching certain or several Woody Allen movies, but I haven't heard about Selig at all.
You should take a look at it. It's really, it's a fabulous film. Yeah, absolutely. And and I think life, in a sense, it's comic and tragic, right? So in a sense, so we also need to see and read about comedy and tragedy and
is Woody
mix
Allen
both.
playing the main character again?
Yeah, he's Selig as well, right? Yeah, he's a director and the main character, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But it's kind of a different Woody Allen film, right? I mean, it has this ingredient with a therapist and all of that. We know that's neat. Part of Woody Allen always. But I think it's different because it really takes on these ideas of assimilation, of integration, identity politics, and really kind of embedded in this 1920s, 1930s political debates.
Well, I mean, if anyone drops a name like Woody Allen on me, I always have to at least address, the idea of separating the art from the artist, and it seems like you feel like you're able to with this film. I mean, it's especially with cancel culture and the modern day, or maybe contemporary rather, discussion of problematic people in the world. Even if they make wonderful art, there are some people who can and some people who can't kind of go back to that art without it being somehow jaded. So you don't see it in that way.
Well, I think in a sense, if we take a look at writers like Ezra Pound, for instance, we would stop reading Ezra Pound because he was a fascist, right? So I think it's difficult. I think, and I think we cannot completely separate the work from the artist, I think, in a sense. But I also think that the work still has some sort of autonomous status, in a sense that we can look at it from an aesthetic point of view, from a political point of view. And an author may be also politically critical in a work, for instance, and he may be leading what we consider perhaps an unethical life, right?
Sure.
So I think we have to keep those things separate, and I wouldn't be so radical and to go along with this complete cancel culture, because I think it's dangerous. We have cancel culture from the left, we have cancel culture from the right. And I'm pretty much a fan of the freedom of expression in general, also the freedom of art. And so I'd like to keep that a bit separate. I mean, I don't mind mentioning that, for instance, also Woody Allen's life in class, right? But I want to talk about the film Selig, right? And not about the life of Woody Allen. So I think in a sense, we should be very careful. We cannot cancel everything.
I think it's also all about knowing that something is flawed or imperfect and being able to look at it critically and still saying, yeah, but there's parts I like or I think are good, but also I recognize the flaws that there are. Because if you just say something like, okay, there's something that is incorrect politically or I just don't like, therefore it has to be cancelled, you ignore all the other parts that might be positive or might be worth mentioning as well.
Absolutely, I agree. And just simply when we look in the mirror, right, each one of us, in a sense, right, being honest, in a sense, we know that we have our fragilities, right? We have our good sides, our not so good sides, and so perfection is just not really out there, right?
I was going to, fall prey to religious quoting here and say, may he who is without sin cast the first stone. But I think you said it much better than that. Cool. Fair enough.
Really don't know what you're talking about. I only see 2 chocolate sides and that's it.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
That's my stone, because I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. Watch out.
It's so nice to meet you. Finally, after all those years.
But instead of throwing a stone, how about you throw the next question?
Nice.
Am I
Yes.
next one? Okay. Do you have a favorite fictional character?
Yeah, I do. That's actually Atticus Finch.
Oh.
Ooh.
You got a whole bunch of Atticus Finch fans here, apparently. Nice.
The lawyer from Harper Lee's novel To Kill a Mockingbird. This character fascinates me in fiction and also in the film version with Gregory Peck. I think he's, in a sense, cool, calm, and collected. He's taking good care of his children. And he's kind of maneuvering politically very, very difficult times in this very kind of cool, calm way, right? In a sense, very humanistic perspective, a great sense of justice, I think.
And for those out there that don't know the story, could you give us just maybe a little quick intro to Kill a Mockingbird and why what Atticus Finch is navigating is so, I don't know,
well,
tenuous?
Basically, we're talking about the civil rights movement, right, the 1950s, and so he, as a lawyer, basically defending the cause of African American community, of being African American, being accused of having committed crimes, and so on, and really doing this in this kind of way of mediating between black and white, for instance, in the story. I find this sort of fascinating. And I think we need this kind of characters actually in real political life today, right? Because the political debates nowadays, they are so heated, right? And we have this idea there's left and right, there is either this way or that way, black and white. We need to see the great spots in between, and we need to find a way of mediating, negotiating again, because it's all too extreme, all too radical. And Atticus Finch would be an appropriate character, perhaps, who could help us.
Yeah, that's true. Never thought about it this way. I mean, I read the novel, but I feel like I read it too young. I think I was 16 or something, and then I read it in German because it was a gift to me from the school. I took part in a Schule ohne Rassismus, Schule mit Courage kind of thing, where you need to write like a story, whether you have experienced racism. And I was like, yes, I have. Let me write a story. And then I won the thing, and then they gave me a book, To Kill a Mockingbird, and I was like, yeah, okay, good, let's go. But yeah, I feel like I need to reread that.
Do you still have your copy?
Yeah, I do, but it's in German. I feel like I need to, get the English version and read it in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bet you our library might have a copy or two.
Okay, but I must also give credit to Gregory Peck, because he acting as Atticus Finch in that film version, I think, has also a lot to do with my admiration for the character, because he did such a great act.
No doubt. So anybody who's into watching some good black and white movies, check out To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, it looks like I'm on a black and white track.
On a meta level, on a figurative level, on a symbolic level, it's all over the place. Nicely done. So I'm going to change track here and go into linguistics a little bit and ask if you have a favorite slang term. Now, you can understand slang however you want to. You can curse on our podcast as well. We welcome it.
Oh, chicken shit. You all cowards. Yeah. I spent 3 years of my life in Ireland, for instance, and a number of years in Mississippi. So chicken shit came across my mind in Mississippi frequently.
Okay.
Bollocks and other words came across my mind in Ireland. But yeah.
Is there an Irish equivalent to chicken shit?
Well... No, don't think so. No. But one of the famous sayings in Ireland, but it wouldn't be really kind of cursing, was I'm bored out of my tree. I kind of like that. I'm bored out of my tree.
Nice.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there there is like bullshit, horse shit, and somewhere on the internet I read that there is a distinction between all those terms. Is there a certain definition when we would use chicken shit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can let Willie handle chicken shit, seeing as he's got the goods on chicken shit. So
He's the expert.
I'm not saying you are, because I don't believe that. But
maybe there's a kind of a science out there that's called shitology. I don't know. But maybe it's about the amount.
Okay.
Bigger, smaller. But I wouldn't be an expert on that.
okay. Fair enough. But I mean, as far as chicken shit goes, I mean, you've already defined coward.
Okay.
Bullshit would be, as we all know, something that
is not true.
Correct. A lie in some way, shape, or form. Horseshit could be the exact same thing as bullshit. I don't know that there's a big distinction there. You got any other shits for us, Kate?
Yes.
I think
I'm not Kate, but people tend to go apeshit.
Apeshit, yeah, that's true.
Good, and that's
Apeshit.
crazy. So we've got apeshit, which is crazy.
Wasn't there like frog shit or
Oh,
something?
it's kind of really a shitty show you're doing here. Right?
I don't want to say who made our show shitty, Willie, but I'm just saying it wasn't us.
Okay, blame it on me.
No, but that's good. Frog shit, I don't think I've ever heard is a thing.
I think I need to go back to that Reddit post where people were discussing the different kinds of shit.
To get away from the shit show. Oxford comma, yay or nay?
Yeah. Yes. I like the comma, yeah.
As many commas as you can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. At least you don't miss out on one.
True. Well, I mean, in the day and age where punctuation is becoming more and more rare, I don't see a problem with that
You
answer
miss
at all.
any comma you don't place.
It's also a great kind of suggestion or advice for all kinds of graduate students. If you add a comma here, it fills your page.
Sure.
I feel like students would add way more commas if we could count them for the word count for
Ooh.
paper.
Well, I mean, if you're doing character count, and I know that some universities do, our department tends not to. We're more into the word count. But character count is a thing out there. Definitely an argument for the Oxford comma in that sense.
Am I the next one again to ask the question? I forget.
Look at you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Because I already feel like Brian looking at me is like,
No, I'm just looking over in this general direction because I don't want to speak to the microphone.
At least you're aware when it counts.
so if you could live in any literary world, which one would it be?
Maybe Neverland in the play Peter Pan.
Okay.
Because that's kind of a metaphor for eternal childhood. And what I like about the idea is because kids in general, they are curious, they are open to see the world, to encounter the world. They're constantly trying to cross boundaries and borders. And I kind of like to keep that in my life as long as possible. In general, try to learn new things, right? And simply the idea of kids learning by playing, learning by doing. And so maybe this Neverland would be sort of my ideal world.
So would you like to be like one of the lost children, all that was boys, or would you like to be like a Pan Robin Williams version of Robin Hood as an adult?
Or a pirate.
Or a mermaid, what do I know?
Well, maybe Robin Hood as an adult, something like that, yeah.
Peter Pan.
Peter
Wait a
Pan.
second.
Oh, Peter Pan, right. No, Peter Pan as an adult, something like that would be the one. Yeah, Robin Hood would be good too, but it would be...
I mean, we could put Robin Hood into Neverland. Why not?
Yeah.
Aren't they wearing the same outfit?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
kind of.
matter.
I had never thought about that, but
Yeah.
you're absolutely right.
I think that's probably why I got confused.
Well, the Disney Fox version is like missing the pants, but besides that, yeah.
He's got that whole Winnie Pooh thing going on.
Yeah, but it's kind of this childish kind of playfulness that I like. Well,
I love that movie.
Which one now?
Hook
Hook.
with Robin Williams.
Okay.
Wait, have you seen the one with Hugh Jackman as the pirate?
No, I haven't.
There was a newer version, and I think they made a musical out of that. I mean, Hugh Jackman can sing. There you
True.
go. But yeah, no? Okay. Good.
No.
Well, maybe you should check it out.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
It's worthwhile.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It has Hugh Jackman. Like,
Glowing.
you cannot complain if Hugh Jackman is in it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I feel like saying a movie is good just because an actor is in it. It's not necessarily true.
Oh, it depends on the actor, honestly.
I mean, I do like Ryan Reynolds, but I wouldn't recommend Green Lantern.
Nor would he.
See?
I think he's made that fairly clear in several different instances of other movies. But But no, fair enough. I mean, not every movie by the same artist is going to be a winner, I guess. But certainly, names are a big draw.
I mean, look at how many great actors are in Cats, and how little people have seen that movie.
Well, I mean, the source material has to be good, too. For all you Andrew Lloyd Webber fans out there, I apologize for expressing an opinion that differs from yours, but Cats is not necessarily the greatest source material.
I mean, Cats as a movie sucks. We agree on that. But as a musical, it's okay. It's good music.
Yeah, musical is fine, but the film really sucks. Yeah.
It is one of the musicals of all time.
Very unfair to make me laugh while I'm drinking. We almost ruined a microphone today. No, I agree. It is a movie. Okay. Moving.
It's a movie of all time.
So, Willie, if you could talk with any celebrity or author or historical figure.
Or hysterical.
Historical figure, alive or dead, and assume that they would answer even if they were dead. Is there anyone in particular that you would like to talk to?
I think I prefer alive. I think I would like to talk to Bruce Springsteen.
Nice.
Because his music is not my favorite kind of music, but I saw Bruce Springsteen live in 1988 in Berlin, an open-air concert, Waldbühne, and he rocked for almost 4 hours. He left the stage only once to change his shirt. And he performed with such passion and such natural joy, and maybe such an authentic guy. And I know authentic is a complicated term, a difficult term, but being authentic in this business of performance arts, I think, is a great job. And the thing is, I would like to talk with him because I saw recently the film Western Stars, where he actually recorded songs with a classical orchestra in a barn, and he links that film with him in the role of this Western cowboy, in a sense, reminiscing his life. And I would like to talk with him about the idea of music as a form of life writing, right? Because I feel that he keeps on writing the story of his generation in his songs. And I simply like about him that he's simply so authentic, right? And so I would like to talk with him about that. Yeah.
Nice. Good answer. And one of the only, artists courageous enough at the moment to really try and stand up to what seems like a fascist push in the U.S.
Exactly, yeah. So he keeps on being himself and voicing his opinion, freedom of mind, and yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I think some of his music is just iconic. You may not know who Bruce Springsteen is, but as soon as one of the songs that fit under that, category starts, you'd probably go, oh yeah, I know that.
Like everybody you know is born in the USA,
For
I guess,
example,
right?
Yeah.
I think Ronald Reagan confused it with a kind of the national anthem and used it for his kind of campaign at the time, and he didn't really notice that it was a critical song about Vietnam. But then...
Exactly. And I've heard him speak on several podcasts. Most recently, I'm trying to remember who he was speaking with, but he comes over just as such a personable guy. Very, very open, very honest, but also very direct. Yeah. But really down to earth, as you say, very authentically himself.
Yeah, you feel like sitting down with him, having a beer, a cup of coffee, whatever, right?
Oh, it was Barack Obama he was talking with in the podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Yeah. It also came out as a book, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a form of life writing in the shape of dialogue between the two, and it's an interesting way of looking at that generation, right?
So, Brian, you're way more in this podcast sphere, and I've never heard of this. So, who of the two was a host, Obama or Springsteen?
I don't think it was a host-guest kind of situation. It was just, hey, we're two buddies going to sit down and have this conversation.
I thought it was like a one-time thing.
Yeah, it was a limited series. It's not something they do like weekly or something.
That would be a hilarious thing.
That would be fun
Welcome to
weekly.
the Obama and Springsteen.
But it came out in book form as well, so
Yeah.
with lots of photographs and amazing book as well.
Yeah, really, really interesting stuff. And the way that they're, as you say, they share this generation. And I mean, definitely the way they see the world isn't so far apart from one another, even though they are from very different places and spaces and have very different jobs. But apparently they got to know each other at the Oval Office at some point when Springsteen was performing.
He performed there, and I think they also talk about issues like gender, masculinity, and so also some private topics actually. So when they talk about their role as a family father, for instance, it's interesting, right? So it's also has a personal level too.
Yeah, really, really interesting stuff. Highly recommend if you're interested in either of those two people. It's niche, I guess, but it's got a pretty mass appeal.
Yeah.
Do you also want to do the special question?
I think we're
impartial judge.
We have guilty pleasure.
Oh, never mind then. Right. Sorry. So, do you have a guilty pleasure? And short movie, book, TV show?
Too many to mention, I guess. No, but thinking about... but it's more going back to my childhood days. I think there was an American TV series on German television that I loved as a kid, and that was Bonanza.
Oh,
So you can actually tell there was an American studies guy growing up already in southern Germany at the time. I loved Bonanza. And I remember this one anecdote actually from a Christmas. I think I was probably 9 years old. And it happened, Bonanza was always on German television on Sundays. I think it was 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And so it happened that December 24th, Holy Night, fell on a Sunday. And on Holy Night, there was no Bonanza on television. So that was a really, really sad Christmas for me because I didn't care about Christmas that night. I wanted to see Bonanza. So that was one of my guilty pleasures, I guess, as a child.
Sounds like a real REM moment, losing your religion.
But you said it was one of your guilty pleasures as a child. Do you have a guilty pleasure now? That, you know, some trashy TV, something that, you know...
Some Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I like just to see kind of stand-up comedies, just to relax. But I wouldn't call that trashy in a sense.
Okay.
Right? I think I really don't make a big kind of divide between low culture and high culture.
Okay.
I think, no.
Okay.
I mean, think about the opera. I mean, the opera was popular music in the 19th century, and now it's all classical. Think about jazz. It was the music of the red light district, and now it's America's classical music. Things change over time. I don't see a difference between low culture and high culture. I don't make a difference. So.
I wonder what that says about reality TV and where it's going to be in 100 years.
I mean, there are really, there's really trashy things out there, right? The things I don't like at all. But, well, we won't go there.
See, that's why I find this argument so dangerous, because I want to still shame people for certain things that they like. And if we say, this is going to be a classic at some time, I'm like, I hope it's not. It still makes sense true. Like Love Island is not going to be a classic in 20 years.
Well, maybe not.
I mean, none of us can see the future, folks. Love Island in 100 years might be like the high culture of the 21st, 22nd century.
Love Planet Mars.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that's something I'm looking forward to as, you know, some high culture later on. But I mean, again, who are we to judge at the end of the day?
Right.
Whatever floats your boat.
No, we are right to judge.
No, we're right to judge.
Yes.
Nice.
We listen, we don't judge, Leon.
Speak for yourself.
I was going to say, you watch and you judge. That's what you do. I see it.
Oh, so I'm not going to be judged here, right? Oh,
Just silently, apparently.
That's the thing. I'm never judging our guests. If Leon would do something, I would totally judge him.
There
if
it
Brian
is.
would do something, I would not judge Brian. I
Okay.
would, again, judge Leon.
Poor Leon.
Well, something Brian does, apparently.
Right. I'm not sure. I feel like you judge me, Kate. I'm not going to lie.
Really? I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? I think it's the most human thing in the world to do.
It's not intended to be like that. That's the thing. Or at least you shouldn't have known about it.
You
Okay.
kick against her chin and she beats me.
I'm opening myself up for judgment, and she's turning me down, and you're not asking for it, and you get it in spades.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we can judge you, Brian, if you like.
I guess so. Maybe it's a hierarchical thing, so only Willie gets to judge me, and you guys don't. I mean, I know
there's no
Leon-
hierarchy in this room. So
Leon right now is judging me for saying that.
I judge everybody equally.
well, that's democratic.
Equal opportunity judgment.
Well done. Well done. I will judge that with a thumbs up. All right, we do have one last question. And then one last question that we ask every guest, but it is the surprise question. And I'm not sure why we still ask this question because it seems like it's a landslide victory at this point. But I will ask it anyway. If Leon and Kate were in an 18th century style pistol duel, who do you think would win? And why?
Now it's Leon looks at me in such a way that I feel frightened and threatened. So I probably would have to say Leon's going to win.
Wow.
But simply because Kate doesn't threaten me right now with her look, so I feel safe. And I want to be safe at the end of the interview, right?
No,
But it's coward. That's chicken shit, right? I think Kate's gonna win actually because she pulls faster.
And here I thought I found a new strategy for this.
Leon, you were so close to the win there.
God
You
damn
managed
it.
to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. It's unbelievable. Oh, goodness. So, Kate, chalk another one up on your tally. Looks like Kate's...
Is it like 7-2 or something?
Did you have two? I think we had this conversation
No,
last
we had
time.
2 equal.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it's like,
There was a
like
tie.
11-2 or something.
We had Franz and David say it would be, a draw.
Oh, right.
So it's like both points for
I think I
one.
should just start sending the guests a message ahead, like vote for me at the end.
You can start handing out political buttons. Vote for Leon.
Ooh.
They can all invite you for a coffee to make up.
There you go.
Then I wouldn't mind losing, to be fair.
See?
Or at least
you were
no, I
pretty
wouldn't mind
close.
less. I would still mind.
Oh, okay. It's a consolation prize over a
I
cup
can
of
give you
coffee.
coffee, don't worry.
Yeah, I want good coffee though.
Ouch.
Yeah. Next time we're not offering at all.
I guess he's saying you've got to take him to Hassan.
No. It's either office coffee or no coffee.
Either you drink dishwater or no water at all.
Exactly.
All right, so we've made it to the end of our molasses lightning round questions. And so it's at this point that we can kind of switch gears, go off script, and have a little conversation about other things going on in your life, Willie. I mentioned some of your accolades at the beginning of this episode. I mean, we all know and love you as a lecturer and professor here in our British and American Studies department doing the American Studies side of things. But there's so much else going on. I've got 2 posters in front of me. One here of an album that you've recently released. That's The Human Heart, if I'm reading it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Available on Spotify?
That's available on Spotify, right? Yeah.
Along with other
actually, it's an
things.
EP, right? So it's 4 songs, right?
Okay.
But there's more music on Spotify, actually 3 albums, and the EP now and a few singles.
Okay. Maybe just quickly, as quickly as that goes, and I'm in no rush, what would you describe your music as?
Well, that's another difficult question.
Sure.
I mean, I kind of like to play it to describe it. It's different. I mean, if I think about it, it's probably a mix of folk blues, rhythm and blues, and I think the last couple of songs and albums have a bit more of a soul and funk sort of influence.
Okay.
I think the first album, The Art of Starting Over, that's probably the most poetic one. I recorded that actually with Quetzal Flores in Los Angeles, and Quetzal, he's from a Latin Grammy award-winning band in Los Angeles, and they helped me record that album in Los Angeles. It was a 3-day, 3-night session. It was a great experience. I think I lost about 5 kilos, 3 nights. And that was wonderful. I think it's most poetic album. I think there's a lot of focus on the guitar playing there. The second album, Walking Down Memory Lane, again produced by Quetzal Flores, but we recorded that actually in Bielefeld and mixed it in LA then. It's kind of a concept album because it's about the American South, the Deep South. So there are songs about floodings, like reminiscent of the Katrina event in New Orleans, about the Mississippi River, about the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King, Walking Down Memory Lane. So it's kind of a concept album, still kind of maybe low-key, a bit quiet, with a second singer, Susanna Rocha Teixeira, on there. And the third album actually I wrote during the pandemic, and this is more funky, more soul. And this is recorded by Humberto Lopez from Guadalajara, from Mexico. He's a DJ. And he kind of brings more rhythm also to my music. And we also have recorded this, The Human Heart EP together, and I also would like to say thank you to all the fellow musicians actually on those albums, and they are from the US, from Mexico, from Japan, and so it's really kind of a transnational mix. And for me, that music is kind of really kind of it's a way that it has accompanied me all my life, right? So, I played a few things when I was a student in Mississippi. In Cork, I went to a pub. It was Charlie's Pub. We had a singer-songwriter evening on Wednesdays, and all of us, we were only allowed to play our own material, right? And you were allowed to play 2 songs maximum because the owner of the bar, he didn't want to lose customers, just in case you were really crap. And I love doing that, and I hope I have more time once I retire to keep producing music, and perhaps to have more time to give little concerts here and there. That would be fun.
So I have to back up. Word around the campfire is that you recorded in Aloe Black's studio. Is that a rumor, or is that true?
The recording is a rumor, but we actually did the final mix of the first album in the basement of Aloe Black's home in Los Angeles. Ooh! And then Aloe Black actually came to Bielefeld because I had invited Quetzal Flores and his wife Martha. She's an academic. To some music workshops during a Black Americas conference here. And Aloe Black came visiting, so we went to the Café Mocha Clutch in Bielefeld, and there was a huge turnout. Aloe Black in Bielefeld. So, very nice guy, and we talked for about half hour before we entered the studio in the basement, But so it's a bit of a rumor, but the final mix of the first album was done in his basement.
That's really cool.
He is the man.
He is the man.
He is the man. Aloe Black.
And this is what we were talking about, the handshakes.
That's right. The steps of separation between you and famous people. So that means we know Willie. If we shake his hand, he has shaken Aloe Black's hand. So he's only one.
And B.B. King's hand.
Ooh. Wait, hold the phone, back up, stop everything.
Because
You met B.B. King. I'm sorry, I'm just readjusting. My mind is blown.
Yes.
So, okay.
Because I did my MA and PhD at the University of Mississippi, Oxford, Mississippi.
Okay.
And there's also the Center for the Study of Southern Culture. And together with William Bill Ferris, B.B. King had built up the largest blues archive in the world at the center in Mississippi. And so in one of my classes about the introduction to Southern studies, it was kind of anthropology, music, history, B.B. King came to class. And so all of us, we could talk to him and we could shake hands. So, and that was a really kind of moving moment for me, because I love blues music, right? I had listened to blues music in Germany already. Then meeting B.B. King in Mississippi, that was just a thrill.
Did he have Lucille there?
Yes.
Oh my God. So for those of you who don't know, Lucille's his guitar. That's amazing. So that means if we shake hands with Willie, we are not only one handshake away from Alloway Black, but also B.B. King. And with B.B. King, I think a handshake away from literally anyone important over the last 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say one handshake from shaking guitar.
I mean, what you do with your guitar in the privacy of your own home is totally up to you. Oh wow, that's impressive. I'm still getting over that. I never knew that, and I've known you for a couple days now.
Well, I have some secrets.
You do, apparently. Well, not anymore. At least not that one anyway.
Well, there are more secrets.
Okay.
But,
You have no idea who else he met and hasn't talked to us about?
That's true. Well, I guess we'll see. So, okay, I mean, this is just one line of things that you're doing with the music, and then the other poster that I've got in front of me is an art film that you're completing or have completed, I guess.
Yeah, it's about Lin Fei Fei. She's a Chinese artist who's now in Sacramento. She's been living there for about 10 years. She's a painter. She's a muralist. And it's a funny story because I saw one of her murals in Guadalajara on my way to the bakery, where I usually go 2-3 times a week when I'm there. And this mural was called Introspection. It has 3 human faces and a bird. And it was in kind of in black and white. And it really captured my attention because I've done a number of photo exhibits on street art, and I've done also a number of photo books, and this is probably the mural I really kind of paid most attention to. And so one day I contacted her because I saw her name written underneath the mural, and frequently in street art you don't really know who's behind that.
Sure.
Because I wanted to have the rights to use part of that mural for a book I did with another American poet, Anne Fisher Worth, on poetry and photography. And so eventually she wrote back to me and she gave me the whole history behind the mural. And so I looked up her homepage and I thought, wow, that's fascinating what she's doing there. And I contacted her and I said, hey, listen, I would like to do a documentary film about you and your gallery space in between in Sacramento. Would you be willing to do that? And so we had a talk on Zoom, and then she invited me to Sacramento. So I went there last year in October. I spent a terrific week in Sacramento, in the gallery, filming her, interviewing her friends, artists who work there as well. And it's a film about her art, and it's a film about the gallery as a space for community building, right? And it's the idea, I love, also academically, I love the idea of transnational kind of flows, migration patterns. And her art is kind of a dialogue between East and West, but also North and South, because she, during the pandemic, she also painted in Mexico City, in Guadalajara. She is also interested in Mexican muralism. So it was interesting, and I found a new friend in life, and we are currently actually trying to get her as an artist in residence, on the one hand, to Guadalajara, to the Musa there, and I also would like to invite her to come to Bielefeld, maybe next year summer, to do a seminar on art in public space. And we are currently working on a book. This time it's going to be my poetry and her drawings and paintings. And so that's a project for the future, I guess. And I'm also working on another documentary film about Afua Cooper. She's a dub poet from Canada. And we do that in the context of the Black People's History of Canada project. So yeah, I'd like to branch out. I'd like to try new things.
And to create. So, I mean, a lot of people here in the lecture space, we talk about creators, of writers, of poets, of musicians and filmmakers. You're living the dream, man.
Well, I would say the dream is also hard work,
Sure.
against. But actually, it's an interesting thing that you mentioned. I mean, I love teaching. I love research. But I sometimes been wondering why I have this necessity also to publish books and to do music and publish music, do photo books and all of that. Sometimes I wonder, because my mother, she was a seamstress, And she basically was kind of clothing, I would say, half of the people of my village when I was a child. So she was very creative and productive. And my father was very creative in his garden, right, in a sense. So gardening as a form of creativity. And academia sometimes can be a lot of talk, a lot of discussion, a lot of debate and all of that. But when you go home in the evening, you may go home with words, but when you go home, there's nothing to show, in a sense. And then maybe that's the idea that I felt, hey, I want to show people what I've done, right? So maybe that's where the creative urge comes from. I don't know, but I simply really enjoy that. And but what I most enjoy is actually doing that with people, right? So this documentary films, the music, that's collaboration, right? This is the things get done because you're actually working with people, and people working with you making things better. And if you ask me what is maybe the most important academic thing that I've done in my life, and Brian is part of that, I would say it was the launching of the online journal FIAR, Forum for Inter-American Research, and Brian is on the editorial team of that because that's an open access journal. I launched that in 2007 when online journals were not fashionable at all, and it has become the journal for Inter-American Studies, right, for the Association of Inter-American Studies, the International Association. We publish in English, Spanish, Portuguese, and French. And it's community serving, right, because it's open access, so people also from the global south can access it. They don't have to pay millions of dollars, right, or bit of exaggeration to download an article, but I would say this is community work, and so I think that's important. And thanks to Brian and all the other people on the team, I think we have done a lot of good work. Teamwork.
I was going to say, absolutely, I would agree with you that there's a lot of good teamwork going on there. I, for my part, feel like a small cog in the machinery, so that's fair enough.
Well, we all are Charlie Chaplins in that machinery of Forum for Inter-American Research.
Nice call.
Modern times.
Very good. Cool. So, I mean, we've got films. Where can we access this Lin Fei Fei, A Space in
That's
Between?
actually on the YouTube channel right now.
Okay.
Of the Center for Inter-American Studies.
All right.
And I will also pass out some flyers, and you can scan the code and access it. So it's a 42-minute long film. It's I would call it an art documentary because it also has a bit the ambition to be artistic as well as a film. And as I said, I really won a lot of new friends just doing that film work there. And
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because right now I'm looking actually at the mural series, Introspection.
yeah.
So what is the history behind it? Because you mentioned it, that the artist
Yeah.
explained it to her. Can
Yeah.
you maybe just summarize it for us?
Sure. Yeah. She started the series actually just around the time when the pandemic started. And she, in a sense, said that it was a time also where she felt people were thrown back to their home places, right? Isolation. So a lot of introspection going on. Yeah, you had a lot of time to think about your life, about life in general. And she felt that in general that humanity had lost track in many ways. Thinking about also hate speeches in politics, wars all the time, and people not really kind of communicating well. And she felt with this introspection series, it was a way of looking inside and finding maybe the true meaning of life, right? And to get back to the roots, the origins of what really matters in life, right? So not material success, maybe not professional success, but what she came up with was finally community, creativity in community, or collaborative creativity. And so this is kind of the starting point for this introspection series. And she painted things in Denver, also in Sacramento, in New York, in Mexico City, and in Guadalajara.
You said your recording, or like your movie basically is 42 minutes?
It's 42 minutes, yeah.
Maybe for people that love to be creative, how long did it actually take you to produce something that is this long? Like how much effort and time went into it?
Actually, I did. First of all, before I went to Sacramento, I did a lot of research on her work, right? On her work, also a little bit research on Chinese traditions of painting, because that's where she originally came from. She also studied in Europe before she went to the US. And I had prepared already a list of questions for the interview I would be doing with her. And I had contacted her before, also asking her for names of people who are active in the gallery. And so I had the names of people already, and I knew that they were photographers, musicians, or sculptors. And so I could also already kind of imagine some questions I could ask those people over there. And I told them that I would be interested in which way this gallery space really functions as a form of community building and what kind of vision of art they had, right? So I sent them my questions ahead of time. And then we did a very, very intense also filming in the gallery for about 5-6 days, really kind of sometimes 2-3 hours of filming. And sure, you had to cut a lot of material as well. And then in the evenings, when I was back in my hotel room, I started kind of downloading that from the camera, looking at the material, also selecting some material already to prepare the next day, right? So it was a week of intensive sort of filming. And then I've been working together with an editor, a professional film editor from Mexico, who had been working already for Mexican television. And he helped me edit it and cut the film parts and add also some fancy artistic stuff to it. His name is Pablo. And he's about my age, and again, it was a collaboration, right? So I said, hey, if you have any sort of ideas how to make this even more interesting, let's do it. So again, collaboration.
But you did the filming yourself?
Yeah, I had two cameras. I had two cameras, one steady camera and one mobile camera.
Was it the first time that you filmed, or was it you already have experience with that?
I have experience with filming. I did 2 documentary short films, about 20 minutes long, with Alina Munoz. She's also on our journal team. She did her MA with me ages ago. She did a documentary film for her MA thesis. And we did 2 documentary films, one about Son Jarocho Fandango between the US and Mexico. It's about music as a form of crossing the border. And we had a film about the Nuyorican poet and activist Mariposa Maria Hernandez. It's a short film kind of tracing her life sort of as an activist and as a poet between Puerto Rico and New York. And actually the last film, and also the other film, actually, they got invited to Culture Unplugged 2 years ago. That's an international film festival that took place online between Indonesia, New Zealand, I think Australia, India, the US, and a European country. I think it was England. So we had about 10 streamings there and some Q&A sessions. So we didn't really expect that, because that happened about 6-7 years after we had released the film.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah. So going back to the roots, so to speak, and then, getting to get a new audience is awesome. Okay. Cool, folks. Willie, you've been very generous with your time, but before we let you go.
Oh, another question?
Well, actually, I was going to do 2 things. First, I think I personally need to give you your flowers for a couple of things. I don't think my career at the university would have ever happened
Wow.
if it weren't for you. And I mean, collaboration, right? It was Matthias Upperman back in the day who made the connection for me to join the journal team. And I think it was from the journal that I don't know, kind of had the opportunity to blossom here at the university in the way that I have been able to. So first of all, I just have to say thanks for all of that and all of your support throughout my career thus far. I'm not planning on it ending anytime soon, but hey, get the flowers out while the flowers are fresh. And the second thing would be, I see you have a guitar here. Does your guitar also have a name?
No.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
A very long name. No.
How many O's in that?
27.
Nice. Fair enough. But would you be willing to let us play a little bit of your music? And would you also be willing to maybe play us a little bit here in the nice Bielefeld University studio that we're in the library of the law section?
No. Well, first of all, I would like to say, well, thank you, Brian. So at least I've done one good thing in my life, right?
Wow.
That's debatable, but okay.
Right. And yes, sure. I mean, I'd love if you could add some whatever tunes to that recording session here. As I said, they are on YouTube, but they are also on the stick here. I could play a number if you like, or at least a part of a number that I'm currently working on. So it would be a world premiere.
World premiere! Yeah, we'll take that.
That would also explain all the flaws it has.
Yes, please.
Yeah, for sure. So why don't we set up, I'll give you my microphone for your guitar. And
Okay.
we can do a little bit of listening into your music and give the audience, our listener, an opportunity to hear some of it aside from...
No, we have active listeners is one thing. And the next thing, I know people personally who listen to your music, actually, from our faculty.
Sweet.
And they're still alive?
And they like it.
Okay, thank
And they're
you.
saying Willie is the thing. It's like, it's the coolest thing that they have ever heard. Like, no joke.
There you go.
Wow.
So I
Thank
guess
you.
we
I'm
have,
blushing.
we have to give the fans what they want, I think is the bottom line.
I may ruin my reputation now, but
We'll take it. I mean, it's not my reputation, so...
okay. So that's, as I said, it's work in process or progress, and all its flaws are intended. Hey people, get up. Let the dancers in. Hey people, stand up. Let the dance begin. Hey people, get ready. Let your voices ring out loud. Hey people, stand up. Let the voices fill the night. Dance all night long. Sing all night long. Dance all night long. Hungry heart, hungry mind. Sing all night long. Dance all night long. Hungry heart, hungry mind. Let it out, let it out. Hey people, get ready. Let the dancers in. Hey people, get up. Let the show begin. Let your voices fill the night. Dance all night long. Sing all night long. Hungry smile. Let it out, let it out. Da 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 da. Ooh, as I said, work in progress.
World premiere!
Give you a try. If you do well, you can go a long way. But if you fail,
The producers pledge that they will produce
you
all
can go a long way too.
which will contribute to your musical enjoyment and successfully meet your high-quality standards.
This episode of Anglisten Assemble was privately produced as a joint non-profit informational project of students and staff at the beautiful Bielefeld University. All views and opinions expressed on the show in no way reflect the official views of the university and are solely the perspectives of our hosts and guests. Information provided is true to the best of our knowledge at the time of production, but this is naturally subject to change as some details are time sensitive. Anglisten Assemble is produced and edited by Kate Lee, Leon Dalashel, and Brian Rosema for the private use of our quality audience. If you want to get updates and further info about Anglisten Assemble, check out our Insta at anglisten.assemble. And if you're enjoying what you hear, throw us a 5-star review on Spotify. Those help us spread the word and get more Anglisten to join the assembly. Musical accompaniment today includes the sonic stylings of music from allesgehmafrei.de. And finally, we'd like to thank our special guest today, the wildly wise Wilfried Raussert.
Night train to Memphis, last call on you. Night ride in Memphis, babe, I gotta go. Sweet kiss in the doorway, told stories about you. Sweet memories in the hallway, my words to you. Save a last dance for me.
I want to.
Save a last dance for me, babe.
I love to.
Save a last dance for me.
Oh, I want to.
Save a last dance for me, babe.
Yes, I will.
Save a last dance for me.
I want to.
Save a last dance for me, babe.
I love to.
Save a last dance for me.
Oh, I want to.
Save a last dance for me, babe.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Night train to Memphis, last call on you. Night ride in Memphis, babe, I gotta go. Sweet kiss in the doorway, told stories about you. Sweet memories in the hallway, my words to you. Save a last dance for me.
I want to.
Save-A-La stands for me.
I want to.
Save-A-La stands for me, babe.
I love to.
Save-A-La stands for me.
Oh, I want to.
Save-A-La stands for